everybody, Miss Wakely here, and I'm showing you how to get started on setting up Google Sites for your digital photography portfolio. It's really important that you use Google Chrome for this because a lot of the functions in Google Sites don't work as well unless you're using Google Chrome. So like if you're using Firefox or Safari, sometimes Google Sites can crash on you or things like that. You don't want that. So step one is to open Google Chrome. If you don't see Google Chrome down in your dock, you can always go up to the spotlight right next to your name, that little magnifying glass, and type in the word Chrome and launch Google Chrome. From there, you are going to want to log into your student email from our Patrick Henry webpage. So I would go to henry.mpls.k12.mn.us. So to get to my student email, I would just click on the Students tab and go to Student Email. And it'll take you to a login screen here. Like if you're seeing some type of error like this, you might still be logged into a Gmail account that's not associated with Minneapolis schools, in which case you would want to log out of that Gmail account and try again. But things look a little bit different when I go to Google Sites than when you do, so you should be able to log in here and your student email should open. Once that happens, it'll look something like this. So I'm going to my Google Sites account right now. And of course the internet's being really slow because I want to do something. So I'm going to go my way. So you don't have to do this part. This is just the way that I have to go to get to my school Google account. So this should be your student email that you see right here. And then up near your name, like see how it says my name here. If I click on this, a menu should open up, and it's not opening for me right now. Okay, so you normally, if you click this menu that has the 9 squares, a menu will drop down and you'd be able to pick the word Sites. If for some reason like this same thing's happening for you, once you're inside your Google account, you could just type in sites.google.com like I am. And what you're going to do is you are going to use a template that I've put in the gallery to start your website. So to get there, I'm going to hit Create. And what I want to say is that I want to browse the gallery for more. I'm going to click on that. And usually these are listed in alphabetical order or else order of popularity. And mine that you want here is the one that says Wakely Digital Photo Portfolio. So we're going to click on that. And so I'm selecting a site template. I'm going to say select here. So you're going to name your website something logical for you, such as your first name and your last name photo portfolio. So you name your site after that, and then you hit Create. So it's powering through, it's creating my website, and now you have it. So once you have created your website like this, you can start to change it. Like you don't want your website to say Kelly Wakely Photo Portfolio. The way that you change stuff is you get to the page that you want to change and you click the pencil. So you would probably want to do like right away, change the name of your website. You can take and put some content on your website like our movie scene, stuff like that. So let's look at some of those changes right now. First, any content that you put on this website has to be public. Easiest way to do that is to load your stuff through Google Drive. So you could open up another tab on the internet and just go to, since you're already logged in, drive.google.com. And you could create a folder. And you call that your first name and your last name and the words digital photo. you could hit create. And then there is my folder right here. So I'm going to put any content that I want for my website into this folder. And I can drag and drop content that I want here. I think I have something on my desktop that I could put in here that is, oh yes, here's my movie scene. That's what I'd want to put the JPEG of my movie scene into there. That way I can put it on my website. So the way that you make that work is you got to share this folder with people. So the way that you share your folder is you got to click on this button that says share. And what we want to do is we want to change this so that it's public on the web. Like any content in that folder can be seen by anybody, anytime. Public on the web. And change the access so it's like you and also me. So you can start typing my name, kelly.wakely@mpls into there. So if you've shared that with anybody on the web and with me, that's double. And then you would hit send. Uncheck this little notify people via email box though. That's going to make things cray for me. Say okay. And say okay. So now we've got content that we can put in the folder. And the other thing that you're going to want to do right away is you're going to want to change your settings on your website too. So I'm going to click on our settings menu and I'm going to go to sharing and permissions. So we've set up the folder that will put everything that goes into our website onto, and then we will also change our permissions here. We're going to change our access so that it is also public on the web and hit save. And when you're sharing your website with me, you can invite me again to start to type my name. My name will come up in the auto completer. Leave that notify people via email box checked this time. Like I want that email that gives me the URL to your website. That's really important. And then we'll hit send. So I also, in the handout folder, if you go in the handout folder, you can see a much more comprehensive thing about Google Sites and like how to customize it and stuff. In the handout folder, this PDF here, it says Google Sites How To for Photo. So if you open that up, it's got lots of directions and it's showing you everything that I just showed you. So go ahead and give that a try. And you can always see me if you have questions or need help.